Hello and welcome to everybody. It's an absolute thrill to welcome you to this Day 1 clash, and no day, of course, engenders hope or optimism more than this one. Optimism which could dissipate at a rate most alarming or last all the way to the latter stages. We shall see. There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. We're up and running then. And when these two meet, generally speaking, sparks fly. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Italy is the country of great defenders, Peter, and this fella, Alessandro Bastoni, looks very much in line to be its latest representative. I think being an Italian defender, we all know he's very much from the school of no-nonsense, but I really like his technique, and again, he's one of these centre-backs or defenders who can get his head up and just pick out a wonderful pass, 40, 50, 60 yards.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Pass somewhat off target. Can he get it through? Now it's Modric.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
A heavy challenge. Not the most accurate pass. Rabiot. Oh, it's come loose. Look at the chance for a shot! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. That was fabulous. The most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Milan have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
has not gone well. Plays a sharp little ball here. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Milan are looking to break at pace. That's been cut out, well played. Looking for a run-up. Spence kept his eye on it, and he's there.
Inter are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Tomori. Now that's well seen too. Well, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Çalhanoğlu. Çalhanoğlu, he's picked his way through. Engages and forces him off the ball. Pavlovic did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Can he get on the end of this?
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been...
Rafael Leao! No, just not quite. He won't be happy with that one. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul.
Well, if he truly fancies his chances from here, he's going to need the best of the best.
That was travelling. Spence. It's a pretty loose pass. Tomori. Pulisic, who's set up one goal so far. Mkhitaryan. Estupinian. Now it's Modric. Now it's Martinez. And again they run up against stubborn defending. Great vision. Martinez. Martinez was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Martinez. Pavlovic makes the interception. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. That has been cut short. Barella. Now it's Rafael Leao. Showing great feet there. Has a look up and delivers. Bastoni is there and he can get that clear. He'll try to keep this alive.
Inter certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Half-time getting close now. Rabiot. And it's Modric. And he's there to retrieve it. Short changes him with that pass. That is ended up in no man's land. He's going for goal! And that is wildly off target.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Spence. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, well played, well sorted out. So, a temporary halt to the action. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Inter Milan trailing by the tightest of margins at half-time.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. They're on the move again.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
Barella. Pavard. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Pinches it off him. There will be a throw-in. And that's another good win of the ball. Rafael Leao, nicely weighted ball.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Now then, the ball's come loose. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Rabiot. Done delicately. Well timed, excellent interception. Martinez. Inter Milan, still trailing by one, and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. Spence.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Martinez. Oh, it's Mkhitaryan. In with the challenge. Estupinian.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di
Quarter of an hour into the second half.
80.953 spettatori.
Tries to play it through.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Foot in. And it's Çalhanoğlu. Looking for options for movement. Your impression so far, Jim?
Inter are not doing enough to get themselves back in the game. They're not as threatening as their opposition. It's got to change.
And he's intervened well there. Now it's Martinez. Milan needed that. They really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending.
Great chance! It's a goal! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 6, numero 20.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Milan are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Pass somewhat off target.
Inter really aren't making anything meaningful of their time on the ball. That's so good and so often seen nowadays. Don't give them time to think on the ball.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Played out wide. And that's a throw-in. Mkhitaryan. That pass has been well intercepted. And He is slightly undercooked, that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
That has not gone well. That's an imaginative pass. Spence promptly onto that, and that is that. Tries to pass it through. It's a pretty loose pass.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Can he latch on to this? Oh, Red, nice interception. That looks a good ball through. Oh, that's well spotted. Akanji. Aslani. Looking for the run. Rabiot. He's had it taken off him. And he's managed to get free. Oh, it's played into the air. Impressive jump. Denied by an instinctive save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Now, can they get him away? He's got plenty of space out wide here. And it's Mkhitaryan. Quality ball. Not too much to add on here, just a minute. And that's it. Inter Milan were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered.
Signore e signori, benvenuti.
Things really are heating up here ahead of what we've always known will be a crucial game. At stake, a seat at a higher table. This an opportunity to put down a marker to make a statement of intent. There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. There's the whistle. Serginho, now he is quick.
Rapid, Peter, absolutely rapid. I suppose if there was such a thing as a model Brazilian fullback, he'd be pretty close to it, wouldn't he?
Yeah, you don't win all those honours at club and international level without doing something right.
Nicely weighted ball. Aimed beyond the defence. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Thuram. Well timed, excellent interception. Thuram. Tries to pass it through. Now there's a fight. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Inter! That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Inter Milan have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
So far, so good, Peter, but they need to start thinking of the next one now. Take this momentum and force the issue even more.
And it's Spence. DiMarco looking to hit the byline here. That's a decent clearance. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And he cuts out the supply. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Thuram gets into a good position. Barella. Çalhanoğlu, looking for options for movement. Quarter of an hour played. Çalhanoğlu. Çalhanoğlu. Passing is crisp and sharp. And here's Çalhanoğlu. Oh, super ball. Thuram. Serginho. And he's intervened well there. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Thuram. Serginho. Thuram. And no, that was never going to make it. DiMarco. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's had it nicked away. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Chance for a shot!
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
Looking for the run. Oh, well played. Serginho. Almost half an hour in now. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Thuram. Pass somewhat off target. DiMarco. DiMarco. Thuram. That is ended up in no man's land. And it's Serginho. Knocks it into space. Great ball, and he's in here. Can he finish? And he hits the net. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing. Having the composure to score is another.
starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Bastoni does well to get it back. Martinez. Çalhanoğlu. And that could set him on his way. Çalhanoğlu. Here it is. Bullish header! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Spence. Bastoni. Great vision. Thuram. Looking to play him in. It's a promising position. Thuram! Goal! Inter! And the comeback is complete. You don't keep those outs. He knew, he just knew.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Inter Milan have their lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Çalhanoğlu. Rui Costa. Çalhanoğlu. And it's Mkhitaryan. Tries one from range. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, what has happened here? And for the first half, that is that. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football. And it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. So there was the first half.
Well, I've been left almost breathless here, Peter. This is frantic stuff. 45 minutes just seem to fly by. Here's hoping both teams can maintain this level.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. And we are back on the way.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
Çalhanoğlu. And here's Lautaro Martinez. Oh, now he can run away with it. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And they're quick to get it back. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Çalhanoğlu. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, just skips past his man. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Martinez was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire, the decision-making we can't. He'll learn from it.
That's the keeper's ball. Çalhanoğlu. Inter Milan needing a change of fortune here. Spence. And here's Thuram.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 81.007 spettatori.
Martinez. He's having a shot!
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got...
And Martinez! And a goal! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Quite a game this, all square again.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Çalhanoğlu in acres of space out wide. And we have our very first corner. Keeper's dealt with that. Shot could... Martinez! Caught offside that time.
Sostituzione per l'Inter, numero 48.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Lasciano il campo per il numero
Passes
22.
coming off in quick succession here. Serginho, and he's in on... There's the shot! Goal! Inter! And again they hit the front. A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
There's the header! Rui Costa. And the pass is intercepted. Well, that pass isn't the best. He's in a great position here. And a chance! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Esposito really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
It's their second corner of the game. Cleared away. Pavard. He'll try from distance. Into the last quarter of an hour. Strokes it back.
Oh, that's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Picked out brilliantly. Goes for a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And the cross comes in.
Inter really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Just eases him off the ball. Barella. And it's Mkhitaryan. And he's there to retrieve it. Oh, it's Mkhitaryan. Closing in on goal. And the finish! And there's a goal! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. That was easy, almost too easy.
That's shocking, the ease with which he was able to get into the space, and the player of his quality.
Shoots! It's in! Back to within one! Interesting! Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Speed of thought, speed of action, that's another really clever finish.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
Esposito. DiMarco. Driving forward. He's going for goal! Oh, glorious! That is a special one! A finish right from the top draw! They have stolen level at the last! Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Well, those players out there must be exhausted now, Peter, but at least they have momentum, which all goes well if this goes to extra time.
And that pass just didn't quite work. Can he get it through? And the through ball. He's found the way through. Zielinski. This is a promising build-up. Now it's Zielinski. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, that is asking for trouble. 90 minutes done then, but that is not the end of it. Well, still no winner, Jim.
Well, we can only hope we get an extra-time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.
So a brief break, and then we will be back for more. Stern test this for the endurance, for the character of the players as we head into extra time. Inter Milan displayed great resilience to find the late equaliser that's got them here. Now can they go one better? Di Marco. Lavelli. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Played up towards the front line. Barella. Tries to play it through. Always onto this. Francesco Esposito showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Francesco Esposito. Francesco Esposito chasing after it. Zielinski looking to pass their way up the pitch. Real chance! And how did he not put that away?
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
So, third corner of the game. And the chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. So, their fourth corner of the game. And he's there to clear it. And he was alert to it. Inter Milan are looking to go forward now. Can he finish? It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Mkhitaryan. Barella makes a dash for it. And it's made its way to him. He might be in. Oh, he's having a go! And no, he couldn't find the finish. Lavelli does have his name on the score sheet, of course. So there's the whistle, and we will have a brief break. So those 15 minutes have flown by. Limbs now and heads indeed at the point of exhaustion. How will this end?
Sostituzione per l'Inter, numero 14, viene sostituito con il numero 8.
Is there to be drama in these final 15 minutes? It has been a slugfest. Significant blows landed, but still no knockout. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Well, this may not be the kindest angle for a direct hit. So who is the target now? He's having a look at what's available. Pavard attempts a clearance. Lavelli. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
DiMarco.
Who does have an assist to his name. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Engages and forces him off the ball.
Esposito really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Threads one in. Now it's DiMarco. Now the delivery.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And the shot! Too close for comfort. He is looking a bit leaden-footed now. And it's Barella. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evidence... And that is that. There is only one way to decide this now. Well, Jim, what say you after all of this?
I can only applaud the sheer doggedness and tenacity on show in watching both teams refusing to lose. I mean, they both ran their socks off.
So here comes the ultimate pressure moment. Penalties are imminent. Which way will he go? Oh, great save! That is a great save! Esposito, the next man to walk up to the spot. Big character, big moment, big save. Esposito, second in line for them. Denied! He's made the save!
Oh, look, the only consolation he can take from that was the fact it was on target.
DiMarco, second to go. Oh, that's a great get by the keeper. That is how you answer the call.
Well, Peter, I think he did well to hold his nerve then. Probably gave him that important edge.
That's a brilliant read. Oh, keeper looked very big there.
Gamesmanship or not, Peter, whatever he did worked a treat.
We're on to number 3 here.
Credit to him. You really need courage to do that in these circumstances as well.
This for parity.
Yeah, looked so confident as well. The keeper's notes didn't help him then.
So the fourth man in line walking up to the spot.
Never looked particularly convincing for me. He didn't need to cut things so finely.
Zielinski, the last of the designated 5.
You need a very strong mind in those situations. Any penalty that goes in is a good one.
All eyes on him as he places the ball. He must, but can he? He's missed it, and it's all over. So it has all ended in hurts. The team played their parts in a terrific struggle.
Signore e signori, benvenuti.
Things really are heating up here ahead of what we've always known will be a crucial game. At stake, a seat at a higher table. This an opportunity to put down a marker, to make a statement of intent. There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. We are just getting started. And when these two meet, generally speaking, sparks fly. Milan are very well equipped down the flanks. It is a tried and tested formula.
Well, Peter, that can cause real problems if they're allowed to run riot in those positions, whether through direct running or from deliveries towards the box. It can work.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He steps in, and that's the end of that.
The presence of Franco Baresi in this lineup suggests to me, Peter, that they'll be playing quite a high line.
What makes you think that?
Well, because he's got all the qualities required to excel in such a system. Because of his reading of the game, his vision, his technique, everything you need to spring a successful offside trap. That's so good and so often seen nowadays. Don't give them time to think on the ball.
De Bruyne. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. Good ball, good take. Mallu. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Thuram.
There they go, hunting again.
Rui Costa.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Zanetti.
Milan really do like to play with a distinctive style, one that's pacey and expansive.
And they have the players, those players that love a gallop or two out wide.
Yeah, they're the key supply routes, Peter, carrying the ball and then delivering it across that box.
And here's Batistuta. Batistuta! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Oh, he's usually such a good finisher.
Spence. Under an awful lot of pressure. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Osimhen. Rui Costa. Header! Oh, split-second reaction.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
Mallu. Pass somewhat off target. And here's Sule. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle. Inter Milan are down to 10 men. Rui Costa considers his options. And we have the first chance from a dead ball situation. Costa Curta. Osimhen. Osimhen finds himself offside.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
And Batistuta! And he should have made them pay.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Milan have got it back and they'll have another go. That has been slung wide. Oh, good Rui Costa! Goal, Milan! And Milan have the lead. Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now.
And Martinez! And there's his goal! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Inter Milan restore parity.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
And he's managed to get free. And he's there to retrieve it. Osimhen. Rui Costa can see things others simply cannot.
Sostituzione per l'Inter, numero 23, lascia il campo per il numero 31.
Stones. And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. Osimhen, chance! Denied by an instinctive... And that brings the first half to a close. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Reflections on the first half?
Inter can take heart from the fact that they're more than holding their own despite being a man down. That's credit to their level of organisation and spirit. Now that they've got a chance to have a breather and settle down, it'll be interesting to see what approach they'll take after the break.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. Well, it's been a tight game. There's the header! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Osimhen clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Davids gets a foot in and wins the ball. And here's Batistuta. Martinez. Now it's Martinez. Zanetti makes a dash for it. Now it's Batistuta. Calhanoglu. And it's Batistuta. Stones. Oh, lovely bit of skill. He is through here. And the pass is intercepted. And here's Osimhen. Bisek getting this one clear. Milan with the corner, they're first. They've played it short. Zanetti. Inter Milan are looking to go forward now. He's found the way through. Martinez. And the through ball. And he was alert to it. De Bruyne. Oh, it's Batistuta. Ambitious ball here. Oh, that's clever. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 80.113 spettatori.
Osimhen. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Inter Milan still have the cards to affect this game.
Yeah, and I think if you're looking for change in a tight game like this, Peter, it's all about getting the timing right.
Soulé has created one goal already. Baresi. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Thuram. Rui Costa. And it's Batistuta. Martinez, looking to add to his goal. It's played through for him. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Soulé. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Batistuta, he's shifting through the gears here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, that's nice. Mkhitaryan. Soulé. Batistuta stood his ground strongly.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
He has found the way through.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
De Bruyne running with the ball. Tries to play it through, shoots! And he couldn't finish.
Soulé deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 20.
Milan
numero
have
22,
their second corner now.
Numero 9. Numero 10. Lasciano il campo per il numero 21, il numero 32, il numero 94,
Damn
il numero
it!
48.
Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team.
Oh, good climb! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a...
And the keeper's given it away. Oh, that's well spotted. DiMarco. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Into the last 5 minutes. That pass isn't the best. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Yildiz. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Costa Curta.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Milan need to make something happen here. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Barella has got himself a free kick. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. And it's De Bruyne. And here's Yildiz. Asllani. Nothing in it still. We move to extra time. So, Jim, any strong opinions after all of that?
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
Well, no winner after 90 minutes. Another 30 minutes, hopefully, to make a difference.
Sostituzione per l'Inter, numero 14, viene sostituito con il
Into extra time we go. Stones. Can he get on the end of this? Yildiz. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Davids. Barella. That's a real chance missed.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
And a chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. That's really well cleared. Yildiz. Oh, shooting chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. He's a sharp little ball here. DiMarco. Lavelli. Esposito. Aims beyond the defence. He's in a great position here. He's picked his way through. And it's Giroud. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Lavelli. Decent chance! Oh, that could be pivotal! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Into Milan, leading now.
Well, it's great commitment on show here. They'll be hoping now that they can stay focused and disciplined enough to hold on to this.
So just 15 minutes still to come. Well, we have quite a thrilling narrative here. Despite their early setback, they are now the ones in the driving seat, and all of a sudden things are looking pretty rosy. So this is it, one goal in it, and we're down to the last 15 minutes. Everyone on their last legs. Can there be one final twist?
Sostituzione per il Milan, numero 26. Lascia il campo per il
And we're off for the
5.
final time. It has been a slugfest. Significant. That's surely a foul. Free kick. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. And here's Giroud. Esposito. Ups for safety. Now DiMarco. Stood up well to him there. Zanetti making good progress on the right-hand side. Asllani. And it's Giroud. It's Giroud! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And that's a good-looking ball. Spence. Yildiz, impressive jump. And the difference is still one, but only just.
Yildiz really wanted that, didn't he? Probably a little too much, to be honest.
DiMarco. Ashlani. Lavelli. Can he get it through? Oh, played through for the wide man.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Inzaghi. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. That pass has been well intercepted. DiMarco. And it's Giroud. Knocks it into... and he shoots! Goal! Oh, but the flag's up.
Yeah, spot on, although he takes issue with that.
Disappointment and relief on either side. Nothing doing. He's had it taken off him. And that will be it. Inter Milan can celebrate now. They have exactly what they craved. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Inter can be...